Hello, today I will be presenting a comprehensive solution to strengthen the network security of Papaya Bank. We will delve into the challenges faced by the bank and explore potential solutions to mitigate this issue effectively. Cyber, cyber threat at Papaya Bank. Papaya Bank recently encountered cyber threats leading to unauthorized transactions and customer data leaks. The root cause is that a cyber attacker exploited Papaya Bank's network vulnerability to conduct a cyber attack. Impact of network vulnerabilities. Network vulnerabilities pose a significant risk to Papaya Bank. Confidentiality impact is high. Attackers can gain unauthorized access to sensitive customer data. Integrity impact is high. Attacker can manipulate data, leading to financial fraud or data corruption. Availability impact is also high. Exploiting vulnerabilities can result in service outage and financial losses. Importance of strengthen network security. Exploiting network vulnerabilities is a severe cyber threat. Papaya Bank must enhance its network security to protect customer data and maintain trust. Now, I will give five solutions to mitigate the cyber threats. The first solution is intrusion detection and prevention system, IDPS. IDPS detects security threats using anomaly-based detection. It monitors user activity, IP addresses, and transactions to create profiles. Unusual behavior triggers alerts allowing swift threat mitigation. The next solution is network segmentation. Network segmentation isolates network zones with unique access policies. In the event of a cyber threat, specific segments can be isolated, limiting the impact of security breaches. The next solution is next generation firewalls. NGFWS offer comprehensive security features in a single package. They provide deep packet inspection, application intelligence, and control. NGFWS help prevent data breaches by monitoring network traffic. The next solution is security information and event management, SIEM. SIEM centralizes logging and monitors network activity in real time. It analyzes log data, detects anomalies, and alerts system administrator. SIEM enhances situational awareness and aids in swift threat detection. The last solution is regular vulnerability scanning and patch management. This approach, this approach identifies access and remedies vulnerabilities systematically. It includes vulnerability scanning, assessment, patch management, testing, and continuous monitoring. And proactive vulnerability management reduces the risk of exploitation. In conclusion, strengthening Papaya Bank's network security is crucial to safeguard customer data and prevent cyber threats. By implementing these solutions, the bank can significantly enhance its cybersecurity posture. Now, I'm going to demonstrate Nmap. Please select Pin Scan from the profile and click Scan. We can see here that it's starting NP Nmap, and I'm pinging to make sure it's activated. Mmap not only functions as a maintenance tool, but also allows us to check the status of devices to determine whether they are operational or offline. Next, let's demonstrate a regular scan. It's done. When you examine the result, you will notice that several ports are marked as open. Uh, for example, port 22, port 80, port 9929, port 31, 33, 7. They are open. Furthermore, when the state is labeled as filtered, it means that the port is not open. This might indicate the presence of a firewall, possibly on port 25. So it's filtered. Next, let's proceed with an intense scan. It might take some time. Intense scan provides extensive information about the open ports. I will show you the extensive information. Yeah, it's done. As you can see in the green text, various ports are open. The first is 22 port and 80 port 9929, port 31, 33, 7. Additionally, you will uh, observe the port 25 marked 25 is marked as filtered. Moreover, unlikely the regular scan, the intense scan also provides additional details about the service version. Have a look at the port 22. You can see the version of the port and the port 80. There is also version. This helps determine the exact software and version learning, which is crucial for vulnerability assessment. Next, I'm gonna demonstrate OWASP. Uh, I already wrote the ring that the professor gave us, and I did some attack to get some data, such as vulnerabilities. So let's keep attacking. Let me stop attacking. So I'm gonna make libpult. So let's click the libpult category and click the generate libpult. And click the generate libpult. And click the libpult file. Yeah, this is job scanning report about the power bank. There, contents about this report. So there are so many information about the website called Parabank. So there are so much vulnerabilities on this website. Let's choose the absence of anti-CSRF tokens. Click the Civic ID. Yeah, there information about the vulnerability called CSRF. Their confidentiality, integrity, availability, impacts, and their potential mitigations. So I will analyze one of the vulnerability on this website, which is absence of anti-CSRF tokens. Firstly, the absence of anti-CSRF tokens attacks is an attack that makes internet users intentionally perform actions specified by an attacker on a particular website. For example, the website I'm analyzing is a bank website. What could happen if a CSRF attack occurs on this website? For example, a hacker can enter a user's account without permission and trade without permission. What impact does such an attack have? Firstly, there is a financial loss. If a, if a CSRF attacker makes unauthorized purchases using regular users' account, the victims will suffer financial losses. What about the cost and time involved in mitigating this vulnerability? To mitigate this vulnerability, I've adopted the double submit cookies solution. Double submit cookies involves including the CSRF token in both cookies and request parameters to validate their consistency. Initially, a team of three developers was employed to mitigate this vulnerability with an hourly rate of $20 per developer. Let's analyze the development cost. Assuming that three developers works for 80 hours over 2 weeks to implement the CSRF defense mechanism, each developer would be paid $1,600, resulting in a total cost of $4,800. Furthermore, if developers need training on the double submit cookies methodology, there may be additional training costs. I assume that training on this methodology costs um, 30 $30 per day, and the total training time is 2 days. Therefore, if all developers require training on this methodology, the total training cost would be $90. Additionally, ongoing costs are incurred to maintain the methodology. So, how much time is spent on mitigating this vulnerability? Planning and analysis of this project would take 1 week. The time spent implementing the solution based on the analysis result total 80 hours. Training would take 3 days. Now, I chose another vulnerability on this website. Let me find it. Yeah. That is referral exposes session ID. You can click the ID. There's so much information about the vulnerability. There are potential mitigation and detection method. So the second vulnerability I selected on this on the bank website is Liberal exposes session ID. This is a security vulnerability where the user session identifier is exposed through the HTTP referral header. The session identifier is a piece of information used to identify the user. So if an attacker obtains it, they can gain unauthorized access to the user's account. As a result, bank in the bank website, due to this vulnerability, an attacker could gain unauthorized access to the user's accounts, potentially exposing the victim's information, which could be exploited. What about the cost and time involved in mitigating this vulnerability? To mitigate this vulnerability, I have adopted the same site solution. By utilizing the same site solution to set cookies, the web application protects users from having their session IDs exposed through the referral information. Initially, the team employed to mitigate this vulnerability consists of one developer and one tester. The, the developer's hourly rate is $20 and the tester's hourly rate is $10. Assuming the developer works for 40 hours over 2 weeks, the development cost would be a total of $800. Testing and quality assurance would take 1 week and a total of 40 hours, resulting in testing costs of $400. Furthermore, after implementing the same site solution, there will be ongoing maintenance and update costs. Thank you for listening to my demonstration.